Hey everybody, I'm Christina. Welcome to my channel. It's going to be bumpy, so hang on. I'm going to hold it for a second. Whoop, coffee cup. So, hello. I just made a reel on my Instagram channel. I don't know if you saw it. But it is time my phone mount thing, it looks like it's about to fall. So that's why it's wobbly. So I'm going to apologize for the wobbliness. That is a word. I hope it's my word now. Okay, so I am ready. Apparently, because I made a reel about it. Ripping the Band-Aid off. I have kidney cancer, renal cell carcinoma, and from what I understand, it's stage 2 right now. It's a 6.5 centimeter size cyst or whatever, and I now have my surgery date to remove the kidney. It is July 14th. So the last time we spoke about any health issues, I was going in, let's see, I went in for my MRI, and I was going to go in to get my results from a doctor, right? Just to remind everybody. And then I kind of just stopped talking about it. I stopped talking about it because on the results of my MRI, they saw, that's going to annoy everybody. They saw a 2.5 centimeter size cyst on the MRI results. Well, I had a terrible experience with that doctor that the doctor's office ordered the MRI, but anyway, that's not the point. I had a terrible experience with the doctor. He was rude. He was misogynistic, basically. This is probably going to be a long video, so get your snacks. He was from a country that women are second-class citizens, and even though he's here in the United States and he practices, they tend to still, you know, they have their beliefs. The first time we met with the doctor, I met him with my husband, and he was, even though I was in there and it was me as the patient, he talked to my husband. And he had all kinds of treatment options. Come on, lady. He had all kinds of treatment options for my back issues. All kinds of them. But he wanted to do the MRI just to know what was going on before he would give me any kind of medications. Oh, that's just a bag. Or anything, okay? Well, we got the MRI done, and I went in the office by myself to go over the results, and come to find out, he only had the written report. He didn't have the images, and that really upset me, and I addressed that issue and on how unprofessional it was with the nurses, because we just went through a similar situation with my mother. The discrepancies between the written and the visuals and all that. And so the doctor comes in and he goes over half of the report with me, not the full report, just the bottom half of the paper. And he tells me we're doing injections. Tells me we're doing injections, and that's it. And I was like, I don't want the injections because I just had injections and they made my situation worse. See, and I was already informed by a nurse in the office the next day, either that same day or the next day after I had my MRI, because the MRI technician had called, and while he was writing the report, that there was a cyst on my kidney that was spotted, and this needs to be taken care of immediately. And he informed her about the rest of the report, and as soon as he got it complete, he was going to send over the report. So that nurse contacted my regular doctor, and she immediately ordered the CT scan. And the nurse called me and informed me and told me that we will go over further, information once you get in here. And I've already contacted your regular doctor, so she will be contacting you. But when you come in, we will go over, the doctor will go over everything. Well, he didn't. He didn't go over all the details about my back. My back situation, I have degenerative disc disease from L1 all the way down to L5S1, is it? All the way down. And in L5S1, it's where your spine meets your hips. It's also, I have a 6 millimeter, I have a disc that is out of place, 6 millimeters out of place. So my back is messed up. And, so they spotted that cyst on the kidney. So I wasn't expecting to go over everything in detail, and he just goes over part information, and then he goes, no, we're doing injections, even after I told him no. Then he goes, grab the paper and follow me, and he sits me down at the scheduling desk and leaves. And she goes, okay, so it's going to be $300 if you want the numbing. And I was like, numbing for what? She goes, for your back injections. It's going to be $300 if you want the numbing. I'm like, I'm not doing the back injections. There's not any other treatment? No, there's no other treatment for that. I was like, well then, I'm not doing any treatment, and I walked out. Like, I'm done. I was so mad. So I got in the car and I drove to another parking lot, and it was Ulta and all that. And I called my parents, and I'm like literally so mad. I'm screaming at them about everything, and I'm looking through the paperwork because I'm reading it off to them, and I don't understand half of the stuff. But as I'm looking through the paperwork, I realize it says information about my cysts on my kidney and a whole bunch of other stuff on it on the second page. Because I didn't realize there was a whole nother page on there. And so that made me even madder. So I'm, my poor parents, I love them to death. So I'm screaming. And what was it, later that day, no, the next day, my regular doctor video calls me. And And she's like, okay, like emergency phone call, right? And so she tells me all about, because then she got the scans, the pictures, and the report. No, I was scared. The next day I had my CT scan, okay? So I went in for my CT scan, and literally I stopped and got me a sandwich, went home and ate, and I get a video call from my doctor, my regular doctor. And she goes, she's freaking out basically. She's like, okay, I have a 6.5 centimeter cyst on my kidney. She schedules me a appointment with the urologist. I mean, like, this is happening the same day as my CT scan. And she asked me about my appointment with my pain management doctor that ordered the MRI, and I tell her everything. She's mad because she looked at my MRI, and I was literally at home Googling everything that it said on the piece of paper, and she validated everything that I found out. Like, I can't even remember everything. Basically, you know, my discs are dehydrated and they're shrinking and, you know, they're deflating. I mean, my back is literally falling apart. Excuse me. And she's like, well, we're going to drop him like a bad habit. Like, thank you. She goes, we'll find you somebody else. But right now, we need to concentrate on your kidney. This is more important. Okay. So, she's like, you have renal cell carcinoma. It's kidney cancer. Oh, shit. See, because on the MRI, it was a 2.5. CT scan, because it's a better image, it was a 6.5. And if you Google the different stages or whatever, that's stage 2. It's still inside the kidney. If it was any bigger, if it's 7 centimeters, it's in the artery, and that would be stage 3. And apparently, according to my urologist, renal cell is a slow growing cancer. It's pretty common, but it's slow growing. So who knows how long I've had this. Since it's a 6.5 centimeter, who knows how long I've had this, right? I need to get a new one apparently because it's falling apart, or stick some super glue in there. So we went to my urology appointment and we asked her like 101 questions. I had my breakdown, and so I've been sitting on this for a couple of weeks now, and I've had so many videos recorded. I wanted to share, but then I didn't know what to do. But just yesterday we found out that my surgery to remove my kidney is on July 14th, my poor mother's birthday. And it's going to be like a 2.5 hour surgery. I'm getting it done robotically, but I'm also approved for an open surgery just in case he has to go in there. And then I'll spend that night in the hospital and go home the next day. And it's going to be, and then I'll be on bed rest for like 6 weeks or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's it. Kidney cancer. So that's my update. How are you doing? scared, but I have faith that everything will work out just fine. I've taken care of some loose ends. Things that need to be done, things that are just in my name are now in both of my husband and I's name, so he can take care of things. And I don't know, just some loose ends that I know that I needed to take care of. But everything should be fine. It's all in God's hands now. But yeah, I thought you guys should know. I kept you in the loop about everything else. So yeah, that's what's going on. Got that off my chest. Well, it wasn't that long. 16 minutes, not too shabby. But yeah. I will try to keep you guys updated. I will try to keep you guys updated. I will. But I love you all. Thank you guys oh so much for your love and support. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.